Myself, Dr. W. Gangane from Kamlanidhi Mahavidyalaya, Nagpur. Today we are discussing some important chemical reactions of alkane, and the first reaction, that is substitution reaction of alkane. Already we have discussed in the last part, and today we are discussing remaining chemical reactions of the alkane. And first, that is the pyrolysis reaction, also known as the cracking reaction. And in this there are two types of cracking reaction: thermal cracking and also catalytic cracking. And after that we are also discussing the oxidation reaction of alkane, in which what is the complete combustion, incomplete combustion, reaction with the steam, and some in presence of catalyst. All these reactions we are discussing about the oxidation. After that also we are discussing two more reaction, that is atomization and also the isomerization. So all these reactions about the chemical reactions of the alkane we are discussing in today's presentation. So the topic is now alkane and cycloalkane, and this is the part number 4 in case of alkane. And in this part number 4 we are going to discuss the chemical properties of the alkane, and some important reactions are there of the alkanes, and one by one we are discussing. And first important reaction, that is substitution reaction of the alkane. Already we have discussed with the in the last part, and now today we are discussing the remaining chemical reactions of the alkane. As we know, what is the pyrolysis, also known as the cracking, and actually what is meant by the pyrolysis? So we can say that the process in which high boiling hydrocarbons are converted into mixture of low boiling hydrocarbons by heating strongly in the absence of air. This process is known as the fragmentation, also known as cracking or pyrolysis. And in this case there is a cleavage of carbon-carbon and carbon-hydrogen bonds and occur by free radical mechanism. And there are mainly two types of cracking, and one is a thermal and second is the catalytic cracking. So this is carried out, this pyrolysis reaction, by thermal cracking or by catalytic cracking. Two types of crackings are there, and first is the thermal cracking. And in case of thermal means heat, as we know. This thermal cracking is cracking by take place by the action of heat, and since as we know, during the thermal cracking a random cleavage of carbon-carbon bond occurs, and therefore the cracking of dodecane can give number of hydrocarbon like decane, nonane, octane, heptane, hexane, pentane, butane, propane, butene, pentene, hexene, like that. So this is one example given in this case how the cracking is taking place, known as the thermal cracking. So this is the dodecane, which in the compound in which there are 12 carbons are there, CH2 10 are there, so 10 carbon and these 2, so total 12 carbons are there. The compound which contain 12 carbons are known as dodecane. And when we heat at the temperature 973 Kelvin, then we see the alkane, and these are the alkenes. So different products we get, and decane, nonane, octane, heptane, hexane, pentene, butene, propene are the products we obtain on the cracking or by the thermal cracking of the dodecane. So this is one example. So there are two types. This is the first one, thermal cracking. The thermal means we have to heat the alkane and we get different product of this from this alkane. And we can say that we can also conclude that thermal cracking is difficult to control, and hence complex mixture of product is always obtained. It is because of this limitation nowadays catalytic cracking is used instead of thermal cracking. So because as we know thermal cracking is difficult to control, and therefore nowadays instead of thermal cracking catalytic cracking generally used. So what is now catalytic cracking? This is the second one. So this cracking process is taking place in the presence of catalyst. Catalytic cracking means catalyst. As we know what is catalyst? Catalyst is the substance added during the reaction which increases the rate of reaction, and so in presence of catalyst we can carry out this cracking process. So commonly used catalyst, generally the commonly used catalyst is a mixture of silica and alumina in the ratio 4:1, and catalytic cracking is generally carried out at low temperature, that is between 600 to 650 Kelvin as compared to the thermal cracking. So here one reaction is given of the catalytic cracking, and in this case this is the dodecane. Again now it contains 12 carbon atoms, and the temperature, low temperature is there as compared to thermal cracking. Here the temperature is between 600 to 650 Kelvin. In the presence of catalyst, we obtain two product of two compounds, heptane and pentane. So this is heptane and this is the pentene. So these two products are, and this is a controllable, and this is the safe method for the preparation of the different product obtained by the cracking. So in this case, cracking is taking place in the presence of catalyst. We have to heat, but lower temperature we require for this reaction. So two types of pyrolysis or cracking process are there. One is thermal, where we require high temperature, and second is a catalytic cracking, in which the catalyst is required and low temperature is needed for this case. And so this is the one that is the pyrolysis or cracking reaction. Two types are there. Next is the third reaction, oxidation reaction. Now as we know, different types of oxidation reactions are there, and important oxidation reaction of alkanes are given here. First is the complete oxidation. Different types are there, and first is the complete oxidation, second is the incomplete oxidation. So what is the complete oxidation? So this is the reaction where heating of alkane readily burns, on heating alkanes readily burn in air or in presence of oxygen, and it forms carbon dioxide and water. So this process is also known as combustion. So as we know, reaction with alkane react generally in the presence of oxygen. Alkanes like methane react with the oxygen, or in the presence of air they burn and forming the carbon dioxide and water. So in case of this, so this process is also known as combustion process. So in this case, methane when react with the oxygen, so here methane show the reaction with oxygen forming CO2 and 2H2O. 4 hydrogens are there, so 2H2O. Another ethane, 2 molecules react with the oxygen and forming similar molecule, 4 molecules of CO2 and 6 molecules of water. So this is the complete oxidation reaction of the alkane. So methane, ethane will react with the oxygen forming carbon dioxide and water. Second reaction is also there, and this is also known as incomplete combustion. And this incomplete combustion of the alkane, or if combustion of alkane is carried out in the limited supply of air or oxygen, that is percentage of oxygen is less, then the carbon monoxide is formed along with the unburned carbon. So this is the second, and here chemical reaction also shown how the carbon monoxide gas is formed. And as we know, generally when there is no complete combustion, then carbon monoxide gas is formed. So here methane, when limited supply of the oxygen, react and forming 2 molecules of carbon monoxide and 4 molecules of water. So if there is a complete combustion, CO2 is formed, but in complete combustion we get carbon monoxide. And another methane react with oxygen and forming carbon black and 2 water molecules. So again now if there is a limited, so carbon black is formed. So these are the reactions of the oxidation. One another reaction in case of oxidation is the reaction with the steam. Steam is nothing but the water, and in case of steam, here methane can react with the steam at 1273 Kelvin in the presence of nickel as a catalyst and forming again now here carbon monoxide and hydrogen. So this is the reaction, methane react with the steam at this temperature, high temperature, in presence of nickel catalyst, and we get CO and the 3 molecules of hydrogen. This carbon and oxygen forming CO, and these are the 3 molecules of hydrogens. So in this way reaction with steam can take place and forming again now carbon monoxide, but this reaction take place at very high temperature and in the presence of nickel as a catalyst. And next reaction is the catalytic oxidation, and during the catalytic oxidation different products are formed in different conditions. And in the first case we can say that when the mixture of methane and oxygen in the ratio 9:1, by volume at a pressure of 100 atmosphere each pass through the copper tube at 573 Kelvin, methanol is formed, which is shown here. So in this case, this is the methane react with oxygen. The reaction is carried out in the copper tube. At the pressure is 100 atmosphere, temperature is 575, and we get methanol. So in this way, twice CH3OH. So in this way, methanol is formed. So and another reaction is that when a mixture of methane and oxygen under pressure is passed over heated molybdenum oxide, then it is oxidized to methanol. Aldehyde is formed. So what is now here? When the mixture of methane and oxygen under pressure is passed over heated molybdenum oxide, then it is oxidized and form methanol. Methanol means aldehyde compound is formed. So here methane react with oxygen, and we have to pass through, we have to apply the pressure and pass through this molybdenum oxide. We get SCHO, and water is another product. So in this way, this is the second reaction is shown, and after that also another reaction is shown here. Higher alkanes on oxidation in presence of silver oxide give carboxylic acid. So higher alkane on oxidation in presence of silver oxide. So this is the higher alkane. We can take in place of R, propane, any alkyl group, propyl, butyl. So these are the higher alkanes. Will react with oxygen in the presence of silver oxide, then we get carboxylic acid. So this is the carboxylic acid, and water is the other product. So in this way, these are the three molecules of oxygen. So RCOOH, and water is the other product. So carboxylic acid is obtained from the higher alkanes. And next reaction also shown. Oxidizing agent like KMnO4, potassium permanganate, potassium dichromate have no effect on the alkane. However, alkane containing tertiary hydrogen can be oxidized to the corresponding alcohol. So tertiary alkanes can oxidize. So actually KMnO4, K2Cr2O7 have no any effect on the alkane, but now here tertiary carbon undergo the reaction. So this is the tertiary alkane. So this is known as isobutane undergo reaction with the nascent hydrogen, and this is the oxidizing agent, strong oxidizing agent, alkaline KMnO4, and it get oxidized, and here is a OH. So H यहाँ पे था तो ये O आ गया nascent, and OH is formed. So this is tertiary butyl alcohol. So isobutane is converted to tertiary butyl alcohol in the presence of alkaline KMnO4. So these are the different types of oxidation reaction of alkane, and some more reactions are there, and these are known as the next reaction is the isomerization. So how the isomerization reaction taking place in case of alkane. So fourth number is the isomerization reaction of alkane, and in this case of isomerization, when N alkane are heated with anhydrous aluminum chloride, when it is heated with anhydrous aluminum chloride and hydrogen chloride, they are converted into branch chain alkane. So this process is also known as the isomerization. So we get alkane but branch alkane. So N-butane is converted to a branch chain alkane. So straight chain is converted to a branch chain. So here the reaction is shown. N-butane, 4 carbons are here, 4 carbon है, 1 2 3 4. This is the N-butane in the presence of HCl3 HCl. We have to heat, and what is there is a rearrangement taking place, and what is now in this compound we get the product. It is also butane, but this is the branch chain, CH3 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 and CH. So this is the branch chain compound. Isobutane is the branch chain. So N-butane and isobutane. So N-butane is converted to isobutane. So we can say that so alkane undergo isomerization. So both are the isomer. Butane shows 2 types of isomer, N-butane, isobutane. Isomers are the compound in which they have same molecular formula but have different structures. So these are the isomers of N-butane. More reaction is also there, that is the aromatization. And in this case of number 5 reaction of alkane, N-alkane, that is In case of aromatization, an alkane containing 6 or 8 carbon atoms, when heated at 873 Kelvin under the pressure of 10 to 20 atmospheric pressure, and in the presence of catalyst, they are converted into aromatic hydrocarbons. So what is now, in case of aromatization, aromatic hydrocarbons are formed. So catalysts generally use are palladium, platinum, nickel, chromium. So in this reaction, aromatic hydrocarbons are formed, and an alkane containing 6 to 8 carbon atoms, when heated at 873 Kelvin under pressure of 10 to 20 atmosphere and in the presence of catalyst, generally the oxide of chromium, molybdenum and vanadium supported or alumina are converted into aromatic hydrocarbons. And another catalyst can be used are palladium, platinum, nickel, chromium oxide, like that. So in this reaction we get from alkane, and final product is the aromatic hydrocarbons. So aromatic compounds are formed, aromatic hydrocarbons. So now see the reaction, it is clear. This is hexane. Hexane contains 6 carbon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have written in this way. Now when it is heated at 73 Kelvin in the presence of catalyst, cyclization is taking place, and there is a removal of 2 hydrogens. So here one from this and one from this, hydrogen get removed and they get joined in this way. So there is a cyclization and forming, there is a removal of 2 hydrogen, one from this and one from this, and there is a formation of bond, and we get, this is the compound which is known as cyclohexane. Now this cyclohexane again now further undergo the dehydrogenation, that is also known as the aromatization. So this compound cyclohexane undergo the dehydrogenation, are also known as the aromatization at this temperature in presence of platinum catalyst, and there is a loss of 6 hydrogen, one from each carbon, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, तो 6 हाइड्रोजन निकल जाएंगे, मतलब 3 मॉलिक्यूल्स ऑफ हाइड्रोजन, ये निकलने के बाद क्या मिलेगा, ये कंपाउंड aromatic compound, this is the benzene. So aromatic compound or aromatic hydrocarbons are formed. Another reaction is given here now. Heptane contains 7 carbon, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. These are the CSC at the 2 end. उसको स्टेप से लिखा है, और at this temperature in presence of platinum, cyclization, that is aromatization, can take place, and cyclization take place, and there is a removal of 2 hydrogen from the heptane from 2 terminal CH3 group. तो यहाँ से एक हाइड्रोजन, यहाँ से एक हाइड्रोजन, ये निकल गया, तो क्या मिला, ये कंपाउंड मिला. दिस इज द मिथिल साइक्लोहेक्सेन. ये मिथिल है, ये साइक्लोहेक्सेन है. तो मिथिल साइक्लोहेक्सेन ऑब्टेन. अगेन नाउ दिस कंपाउंड अंडरगो डिहाइड्रोजनेशन और अरोमाटाइजेशन. तो एक हर एक इस यहाँ से एक 2 3 सभी में से एक एक हाइड्रोजन निकलेगा, 3 मॉलिक्यूल्स ऑफ हाइड्रोजन, एंड मिथिल इज एज इट इज, एंड व्हाट इज दिस इज द कंपाउंड. अरोमेटिक रिंग में जो अगर CH3 है उसको बोलते हैं टूरीन इज द कंपाउंड फॉर्म्ड. सो अरोमेटिक कंपाउंड, aromatic hydrocarbons are formed in aromatization reaction of alkane. So these are the different types of reaction that we have seen today, and so today we have seen already what are the pyrolysis or cracking, 2 types of cracking reaction, thermal cracking and catalytic cracking. Oxidation, complete combustion, incomplete combustion, oxidation, that is the reaction with steam, and also catalytic oxidation. Different types of oxidation reaction we have discussed, and after that also we have seen isomerization, that is alkane is converted into branch chain alkane, so they form the isomer, and last reaction we have seen what is the aromatization. So aromatization reaction in which we obtain the aromatic hydrocarbon. So all these are the important reactions of alkane, and next time we will discuss the mechanism of halogenation, and also we are discussing what is LPG and octane number in the next part.